Hey, it's Wednesday. Time for another Action Figure Adventures video here on SEO Toy Review. We're at NJCC, the New Jersey Collectors Convention. My buddy Nick and I are here checking out all the awesome stuff they've got for sale, making some good buys, and just enjoying the day. At the show, I picked up a carded Chinese Cobra Commander. He's pretty much identical to the American swivel arm Cobra Commander, except you can see he has a different gun. I have a few other carded foreign G.I. Joes, but this is my first Chinese figure. What an interesting mix of characters they got. Not that I can read it, but it's a shame they put this warning sticker over top his card art. Going along with that theme of carded Cobra Commanders, I picked up the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Cobra leader figure here. He's dressed in a suit and comes with a podium. This figure makes for a pretty good exclusive. It's a cool character to have, but it's not somebody that you're disappointed if you weren't able to get your hands on him. The back of his box has some comic art on it instead of cross-sell. But of course he's got a file card down at the bottom. Since variety is the spice of life, let's switch it up and go over to some Kenner Robocop. Picked up box samples of the Skull Hog and Robocycle. I'm excited to have the Skull Hog in my collection for the first time, and my Robocycle needed an upgrade. Along with the boxes, there were the internal cardboard pieces. There was an action toy guide from Kenner, and the Robocycle even had its instruction sheet, which contains the label sheet. Labels already applied. Very impressed with the condition of these. On first glance, I didn't realize the Skull Hog has its instruction book and applied sticker sheet inside the box as well. Next up, I picked up Sam Hain from the Extreme Ghostbusters. I like the Extreme Ghostbusters toys. They're kind of cool. I never really watched the show. I barely knew it existed. I think I caught a couple episodes as a kid, but I was kind of out of Ghostbusters at that point. But the toy line is kind of interesting, and it's neat that they at least made a Sam Hain figure since we never got one from the Kenner line. The figure's not really what I would want of that character. I don't think he's not really tall. He's not really menacing compared to a Ghostbuster. But it's neat that they did make one, so I had to pick him up. He came with some of the original packaging. He has a strange vine whip type accessory here in his hand. And he has a action feature with his head that I can't seem to make work, but it's supposed to launch somehow. And then he's got this crazy robe that kind of opens up to reveal some implements of torture in there, and the front piece actually comes off to reveal some more of his body. So it's kind of a strange figure. Here's some footage from around the vendor area at NJCC. The show recently went to a 2-day event. I'm not sure if that affected attendance or if it was the bad storms we had the day before, but it was not really that busy compared to usual at NJCC. I did get a chance to hang out with some friends. Nick, Mike, Rose, Tony were all there. Some other people that we know, and some other collectors we often bump into at shows and are starting to become friends with. So it was great to get to talk to everybody. I even saw Dan Larson from Toy Galaxy there. This is the second time he's come down to the show, which is pretty neat. And now for the last thing I picked up at NJCC. G.I. Joe Manta Ray! Oh yeah! Torpedo launcher shoots. Wind up powered. So this vehicle had a post-it note on it that said $5. I asked if it was complete. The guy goes, I don't know. That's why it's $5. So he let me look inside, and I said, alright, I'll get it. It's got the box, which, you know, it's that 90s Battle Core stuff. It's got dial tone, Flint, and Shipwreck on it there. Great that we've got a desert version of Flint on the boat vehicle here. It's not really a vehicle I was dying to own, but at $5 I figured I had to get it. So let me show you what's inside. Inside the box we have the Manta Ray Vehicle itself. It's a little bit of plastic with one of these pull toy things you inflate. It's got the rubber band here, so you can wind this thing up to get the propulsion system going. There are some trees with additional accessories, like there's the flag. Here's some missiles. This stuff's already been punched out, so this might have been the motor and things like that. Here are some clips that go on the edges here to attach the missiles. Speaking of missiles, there's the engine cover. Reminds me of the old Devilfish. Here's the missile launcher that plugs into the dashboard up here. Here's the instruction sheet, the blueprints for this G.I. Joe vehicle. There is a G.I. Joe Real American Hero booklet in here. I love these kind of things, kind of like the Robocop stuff I bought, where, you know, the paperwork shows off all the toys in the line at that point in time. The unapplied sticker sheet. Ooh. G.I. Joe Manta Ray. There's a copy of The Menace in the Wilderness booklet. I remember a friend of mine mail ordering some stuff from here. He actually got that mail away whale from this catalog. Check it out. Ninja Viper. That is pretty sweet. And there's also the Terrifying Lasers of Destruction booklet here, which is a piece of G.I. Joe paperwork that I have never owned before. It's a cool catalog. I love all these mail-away catalogs, but I've just never had this particular one in my collection before. So that's pretty cool. This is the year with the gold head Steel Brigade figure. And then the last thing that was in the box, which kind of was really what pushed me over the edge because it made $5 a great deal. Shadow Ninja Nunchuck with a sword, a knife, and the rest of his accessories still on the accessory tree. So I got a complete figure, a complete vehicle, plus all the paperwork, and a box for $5. I think that was a deal. Alright, so we've been at the toy show for several hours. We grabbed breakfast inside. Nick bought some parts and some other cool stuff. I picked up a few things. I'm going to show them off in the video, but I got a couple G.I. Joe items. And so we're getting ready to go to a friend of ours, Ed, who is a toy dealer. We often buy stuff from him at toy shows. And we're actually going to his house to dig around a little bit. We buy a ton of stuff from him, both Nick and myself, at shows all the time. And so he said that, you know, we'd come over and kind of rummage around through some of his parts bins and stuff, see if there's anything we needed to help complete some of our stuff, which was really, really awesome. He did show off a little bit of his collection to us, and then we got to rifle through some bins in his basement. So it was a ton of fun, and here's the stuff I picked up at Ed's house. I picked up Skymate with his visor and bow. I already have his boomerang, so he's now complete. Picked up a gun for Avalanche from Battle Force 2000. Muskrat's machete, Tiger Force Duke's binoculars, Windmill's gun, Night Force Tunnel Rat's flashlight, a set of claws for Sagat from the Street Fighter line, Version 1 Roblox backpack with the little ammo box, a missile for my imp with the stickers on it. I have all the yellow rings, but the one missile on my imp doesn't have decals, so this will fix that up quite nice. For Masters of the Universe, I got a whip for my Beast Man, and a clamp for my Clamp Champ. So that's awesome. Hey, Nick.
Hey, Kev.
So we finished NJCC. I didn't vlog a whole lot, but, you know, we filmed some stuff. I'll make sure to include the stuff we picked up. Nick, you got any thoughts?
It was a slow show today.
Yeah, a little slow.
It's not as crowded as it used to be.
We had some bad weather, so we're not sure if that was the factor or what. And as a bonus item, today I picked up a Vamp. I bought this at a local comic book store for $5. It's got beautiful stickers. It has the rack in the back. It has the turret for the gun. Has the front bar. And it has a steering wheel. So that's pretty good. I need a gun and some gas cans in the back here. I already own several Vamps, so I may actually just put some parts on this one to complete it and part ways with one of my rougher Vamps. Thanks for watching this Action Figure Adventures video. Do Baby Skeletor a favor, hit that like and subscribe button.